From December 5th to the 9th, oral hearings will be held before the International Court of Justice on Nicaragua's claims to extend its continental shelf 200 nautical miles.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced that on December 5th, oral hearings will be held before the International Court of Justice. This time, it is about the lawsuit on the question of the delimitation of the continental shelf between Nicaragua and Colombia beyond 200 nautical miles from the Nicaraguan coast. The processes before the International Court of Justice are divided in two phases, one written and one oral. Between 2016 and 2018, the written stage of the case was developed and will now begin its oral stage. The court's rules of procedure establish that the hearings are aimed at addressing the points that still separate the parties without restating everything that has already been dealt with in the written pleadings, now simply repeating the facts and arguments already invoked therein. For this reason, during 1 week, Nicaragua will present orally the main arguments on which it bases its claims, and Colombia will do the same and will present orally its argument against Nicaragua's claims. These hearings are public and will be broadcast live and in real time on the ONU website. The legal team will be led by Eduardo Valencia Ospina, agent, Carolina Olarte Bacares and Elizabeth Taylor, co-agents, Gabriel Cienfuentes, advisor, and from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Andres Villegas Jaramillo, ICJ Affairs Coordinator.
Governor Robert Hawkins in recent days met with the Secretary of General of the OAS, Luis Almagro, in which they agreed to develop lines of cooperation for Afro-descendant communities within the framework of the Memorandum of Understanding with AMUNAFRO. It is worth noting that these spaces are of vital importance for the department and other national and international territories, highlighting Governor Hawkins is one of the 3 Afro-governors of Colombia. The meeting was also attended by Luis Ernesto Vargas, Colombia's ambassador to the OAS, and Oscar Gamboa, Colombia's Minister Consular in Washington. In other news, hundreds of people gathered at the last agri-food fair organized by the departmental government.
Farmers, producers, and traders gathered at the farmers' market located in the Rock Hole sector to present their products to the public and promote through this initiative the consumption of local products. The Secretary of Agriculture and Fisheries, Randy Manuel Henry, ratifies the invitation to the citizenship to participate in the fair.
Mi emprendimiento se llama...
My business is called Cultural Island. We are in charge of transforming agricultural products into desserts, sweets, cakes, and jams. We have for you all the products of our land, local products, healthy, clean production, so that you can come and consume it.
My business is plants and flowers. We sell ornament plants, we sell fruital plants, and we sell medicinal plants. Today we are offering ornament plant flowers in a special way to the public, and we ask them to come here by the fair that we have in Rapol. We are offering in a special way flowers.
The agri-food fair organized by the local government will be the last to be presented during this 2022. For this reason, a wide participation of citizens is expected for this day.
In the framework of the inclusive dialogues for the formulation of the 2022-2026 development plan, where it is expected to hear the voices of the children of the department in relation to their family and social environment from the first years of life, a recreational activity was carried out to know the desires of each child with their parents.
Two recreational activities that included art, culture, and the children of the Santana Neighborhood Child Development Center expressed their dreams in an activity formulated within the framework of the Presidential Administration Development Plan for 2022-2026. 3 laboratories were developed in the children's event: My Beautiful Self, My Beautiful Family and Service Unit, and My Beautiful Territory.
Como continuación al proceso de
As a continuation of the process of participation in the binding dialogues of the development plan of President Gustavo Petro, we are in the second phase where we are working with early childhood children so that they can express their feelings and dreams through play and games in order to document it and share it with the national headquarters. It is important because from there we begin to guarantee their right to participate in different spaces, and sometimes we think that children of that age do not have dreams, do not think, do not give their own opinion, but they have now expressed what they feel and live daily, and with our experts here, these things will be captured and documented to later be sent to the national headquarters and to the Presidency of the Republic.
The event focused on the chapter dedicated to dialogues in territory present in the National Development Plan of the Presidency of the Republic. The activity took place from 9 to 11 a.m., where the island of Providence also participated through a mineral and his teacher, taking into account the marked differences of both territories and the inclusion of the entire archipelago department in the development of the objective of the space.
Teleislas News reports the results of the Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors and Fiscal Reviewer election for the period 2022-2023.
Rosette Mary Ramirez Agames was elected as the statutory auditor of the Chamber of Commerce and Diana Marcela Huertas as substitute, according to the results of election of the Board of Directors of the Chamber of Commerce and the statutory auditor for the period 2022-2026.
Tuvimos dos puestos de votación, uno en San Andrés.
We had 2 voting points, one in San Andres and another in Providence. We were accompanied by the superintendents of services so that transparent elections were carried out, and the result was given after closing at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
The Board of Directors was as follows: Principal Promotora Aliada of the Archipelago Substitute Leonardo Javier Barrios, Norbert von Blom Pumier as Principal, Ana Leticia Ranuro Pacheco as Substitute, Rodrigo Echavarría Giraldo Principal, Substitute Etcher Hugo Quiroga Jimenez as Principal, Sacha Juliet Robinson Brown, and Substitute Bernardo Basilio Bush Howard.
Es la primera vez que
This is the first time in the 64 years that the Chamber has been constituted. We have a businessman as a member of the Board of Directors from the island of Providence.
Teleislas News informs the community about the COVID-19 cases reported this week by the National Health Institute, where the Archipelago Department reflects 2 positive cases. Here is the complete detail.
The National Health Institute informed through its webpage the figures of cases reported throughout this week in the country, where the archipelago of San Andres, Providence, and Catalina reported 2 positive cases, reflecting a total figure of 10,338 cases reported, with 5,589 women and 4,749 men. On the other hand, the total number of recovered patients is 10,151 cases. The Archipelago Department continues without variation in the number of deaths caused by the pandemic, with 155 patients dying in total for both municipalities of the archipelago. On the other hand, vaccination against the coronavirus shows a total of 130,589 total doses applied, 118,812 in San Andres, and 11,777 for Providence and Catalina. According to the departmental government, the 2 positive cases of COVID announced by the National Health Institute are asymptomatic. However, they reiterate the importance of maintaining the biosecurity norms in health centers and similar, taking into account that the virus is still latent and mutating, and it is necessary that people who have not completed their vaccination schedule approach their healthcare agency to avoid complications of the disease, since only the complete scheme can prevent serious cases.
And now let's get to know other facts that today are news in our brief news section.
The ORFA organization invites young Raizales living in the city of Bogota between 14 and 26 years to participate in the workshop offered by the District Secretariat of Education, where they can strengthen their socio-occupational process and enter the workforce. The activity will be held on Saturday, December 3rd at 2 p.m. at the Technical College of Palermo. Artisans, hairstylists, and film merchants of the sprat bite sector participated in training on the use and appropriation of digital tools and platforms to generate real alternatives for the promotion and sale of their products. During the activity, they learned about branding, digital marketing, online sales platforms such as Facebook and Instagram, photography, and the use of cell phone cameras. The technical team of the agriculture area of the departmental administration will conduct next Monday, December 5th, a day of veterinary care to pigs and cattle for 8 a.m. aimed at livestock producers in the sector of El Cibar.